So now we have sketched up our arrangement, and with that arrangement, we are going to build our track now. I want to start the track with the kick drum because on 99% of my tracks, I start with the kick drum first. So let's close this track, and I've switched it off already. So we are not going to use it now in the next parts because we know already what is going on here. Like everything is written here on the markers, and now we need to create some kind of elements like these which we found out in the part before. Let's start with the kick drum. So for the kick drum, just enter kick here, and then we can swipe through some samples. Okay, I've turned down the volume of the cue a bit. Let's crank this up. Yeah, much better. I like that one. I'm not completely sure. Maybe we can remember number 28 from the Premium Volume 3. I want to have a really like a punchy kick drum, not something soft. Also not that one. It has not enough pressure in my opinion for techno, for the kind of techno we want to achieve. This could work, but it's maybe a little bit too low talking about frequencies, but let's check that out. So I've prepared already in my standard template a loop for the kick drum so we can speed up the process a little bit. Now I'm setting the loop in everything here and just listen to the track. And on my master, I've got a FabFilter Pro Q. Let's bring that one in, make it a little bit smaller, so we can check directly what we are doing and where the frequency of the kick is mostly where the punch and the bass frequency are happening. Yeah, and as I thought, it's somewhere here in the 40s. So this is a way too deep in my opinion for a kick drum. So let's just transpose that one. No, maybe this is not the right kick drum. I mean, choosing the kick drum is for me is always the most difficult part of the track because the kick drum is the most important part of a techno track. So it should be well chosen to just have the impact you want to have. Yeah, how about that one? I mean, are you kidding me? It's also in the 40s, isn't it? Come on, no. This one could work. Yeah, okay. Maybe. I think this one is the same, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, yeah. I like it. So it has its peak, like, let the fub filter do its thing. Come on, guy. It's not working. Why not? Whatever, it's here. Just let's switch to notes. Just where's the G? So this is basically a G. Okay. Okay, now we have our kick drum. So let's add some effects to the kick drum. I like to add the Ableton saturation. So where is it? S like saturator. So it gets way louder. Like a lot. Okay, cool. So this one adds a little bit more punch to the kick drum. What I want next is directly duplicate this track and make a reverb kick out of it. So the classic techno rumble stuff, which is going on in almost every track. So for this, we need a reverb and an overdrive behind the reverb. I don't need cut and spin and stuff. And what else do we need? We need an equalizer to cut out everything here. So basically we are using the same sample, yeah, with the reverb, the same saturation behind the reverb, and some overdrive just taken from here behind the reverb, and the overdrive should, yeah, like put more into the really low frequencies like this. Now let's have a listen. Yeah, sounds almost like a kick drum. What I do a lot is changing the size and also changing the dry wet to a way more wet signal to really, because we have the dry signal already here, so we don't need that much of the dry signal coming through here. Yeah, this is almost there, but I think I'm gonna turn down the size because, yeah, mostly I use a size here which is pretty small. Because with the size you can, with especially in the Ableton Reverb, which is working more or less like a really fast delay, you can bring some rhythm into the sub frequencies. Let's just have a listen. Okay, let's keep it like this. And also because the reverb adds a lot of stereo width to the signal, we are going to add a utility and switch it to mono, because I just want to have this part completely in mono. Okay, so the equalizer is cutting a lot of the high frequencies. Let's check it without. So this is not the sound we want to achieve. We want to have really a rumble kind of sound. And also the overdrive is doing a lot, is adding a lot of sub frequencies to the sound. Yeah, this is what I want. Maybe I think you can hear it. It's doing like bum 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 already because of the chosen size and yeah, and the dry signal, which is the first bum, and then we have the reverb, which is the ba bum. So we have something like a rhythm going on down here, just coming out of the reverb because of the size, and yeah, that's it. So, and what I also like to do a lot is duplicate that kick drum again. And no, first let's just switch that off and check how that sounds together. Not too bad, actually.